morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started.
Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM Virtual Class. I welcome all my dear students to another interesting session. In today's class, we'll be learning a very interesting chapter from your science textbook, and the topic for today is carbon, an important element. Now, this is the very first part of the chapter. We'll be learning about carbon. It is a very important element that we have already learned. You have learned about various types of elements and compounds in your 8th standard, right? And you have learned about what is carbon, okay, the atomic number, the atomic mass number. So you know that what exactly is carbon, right? So let us understand more about it, and there's an entire chapter. So that means it is a very important element in our periodic table, and that is why we need to study about it in detail. Okay, so let's get started and learn something new and interesting. In this chapter, we'll be learning about carbon, its occurrence, properties, and allotropes. Occurrence means where does it exist, कहाँ पर ये मिलता है, उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज किस तरीके से ये अलग है दूसरे एलिमेंट से. Allotropes, it is a new word, and we will be learning about allotropes in detail. Okay, what is an allotrope, what is the meaning of it, and what are different allotropes. Okay, we'll be learning about hydrocarbons and carbon dioxide and methane, their occurrence, properties, and uses. So let us first revise as to what is an element. You have already learned about what is an element and what are the different types of elements, right? So an element is a substance whose atoms all have the same number of protons. उसके अंदर जितने भी protons है वो सेम नंबर के रहेंगे एक एलिमेंट्स के, कितने कोई भी एलिमेंट उठा लो, ठीक है. Another way of saying is that all of a particular elements atom have the same atomic number. कोई भी अगर हम लोग कार्बन उठा लेंगे, कोई भी कोई भी एलिमेंट, ठीक है, हाइड्रोजन है या कार्बन है, कोई भी ऑक्सीजन कहीं से भी उठा लेंगे, नहीं लाइक द ऑक्सीजन एलिमेंट इन एयर एंड द ऑक्सीजन एलिमेंट बीइंग प्रिपेयर्ड इन अ लेबोरेटरी. अगर ये दोनों ऑक्सीजन एलिमेंट्स को हम लोग कंपेयर करेंगे तो यू विल फाइंड दैट बोथ ऑफ देम विल बी हैविंग सेम नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स इन देम. ओके, understood. Next is elements are chemically the simplest substance, and hence they cannot be broken down using chemical reactions. A few examples of elements include iron, oxygen, hydrogen, gold, and helium. If you know any other types of elements, you can use those examples also. For your understanding, these are the most simplest ones that we keep using again and again, so you can remember also. Let us come to the actual topic of our day, that is carbon. First, let us understand what exactly is carbon. The element carbon is available abundantly. Abundantly means बहुत ज़्यादा पैमाने पे in the nature and occurs in free as well as in combined state. Okay. Carbon comes from the Latin word carbo, which means coal, which is a chemical element with the symbol C. Okay, carbon is written as capital C, and the atomic number of carbon is 6. These are few things that you need to remember. Carbon belongs to the group 4 of the periodic table. It has 4 electrons in its outermost orbit, so its valency is 4. Carbon is a non-metal. Alright, so it is present in the group 4, and you can see on the topmost you have carbon, that is capital C, and the atomic number is 6, so it has been mentioned over there. And also remember that carbon is a non-metal. Now here you can see that there are this is an element carbon, you can see that there are minute holes in them, which attracts the particles and absorbs poison, pollutants, and residues. You must have seen an ad on the television. Carbon का face wash होता है, right? Now what is that? Charcoal face mask वगैरह हम लोग पढ़ते रहते हैं. Now this is an example of this. What exactly happens? Carbon के अंदर small holes होते हैं, minute particles get attracted to it like a magnet. It absorbs poison, pollutants, and residues, and it is used in medicines, water filtration, cosmetics, household cleaning as well. ठीक है, आजकल हम लोगों को मार्केट में चारकोल मास्क मिलता है. Now that charcoal mask is nothing but made up of carbon. फेस वॉशेस है जिसके अंदर कार्बन प्रेजेंट है. इट इज सेड दैट कार्बन रिमूव्स मोस्ट ऑफ द डर्ट, right? So carbon is used on a large scale there as well. Then apart from that, you have filters in your house, and in that filters you have carbon layer over it. Okay, एक पार्ट होता है ब्लैक कलर का, वो कार्बन ही होता है जो अब्जॉर्ब करता है सारी इम्प्योरिटीज, डस्ट और जो भी बैक्टीरियाज वगैरह उसे अब्जॉर्ब करने के अंदर वो ताकत रखता है. Okay. Apart from that, it is also used in medicines. Some of the medicines have carbon elements in them. So compounds, let us understand what is a compound. Element समझ में आ गया अब compound. Compounds are two or more elements that share electrons or have taken or given electrons away. So if there are two elements, one needs and one wants to donate. Okay, so what will they do? They will either share. Okay, so when they share electrons or they have taken or given electrons away, they form a compound. Like here, hydrogen and carbon, they are sharing electrons and hence they are forming a compound. A compound is the combination of two or more elements bounded together. You might not realize, but you are familiar with many compounds. Helium atom, here you can see helium atoms. These are all examples of elements. Oxygen molecules, again example of an element. A compound is hydrogen atom bonding with oxygen atom. Okay, forming H2O, that is water. If I have two hydrogen atoms, they are bonding with one oxygen atom, then it forms water molecule. Okay, that is a compound. Compounds of carbon are widely distributed in nature. The number of carbon compound is larger than that of all other elements put together. Anything that you see around you, if it can burn and it gives out black color residue, that means it has carbon in it. ठीक है, कोई भी चीज़ आप लोग अगर जला लो और जलने के बाद उसमें अगर काला काला धुआं उठता है या फिर लास्ट में जो प्रोडक्ट बच जाता है वो काला है, that means it has carbon in it. Okay, and you know that हम लोग जो खाना पकाते हैं, वेजिटेबल्स है, कुछ भी चीज़ पकाते हैं, अगर वो जल जाता है तो नीचे क्या हो जाता है, कैसा कलर दिखाई देता है डेगची में? ब्लैक कलर. So that means it is an example of having carbon in it. Same thing if I have a piece of wood and if you try to burn it. When you burn it, you will find that there is a black color residue which has been left behind once the entire wood gets burnt. That means it shows that it has carbon in it. So let us see the occurrence of carbon. As I said that most of the things that are there around you have carbon in it. Okay. So as carbon dioxide and in the form of carbonate such as calcium carbonate, marble, calamine, all of these have carbon in them present, right? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस हमारे आसपास में प्रेजेंट है. अगर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है मीन्स उसके अंदर कार्बन भी प्रेजेंट है on a large scale. Then you have carbon present in fossil fuels. like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Carbonaceous nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, these all contain carbon in them. Then you have natural fibers like cotton, wool, silk, all of these have carbon present in them. Okay, so here you can see calcium carbonate, it also has carbon in it present. Apart from that, fossil fuels like coal, oil, natural gas, it also has carbon present in it. So let's get something new information about science related to carbon. Now here in this picture you can see that in the Earth's crust, carbon is present to the extent of approximately 0.27% in the form of carbonate, coal, petroleum. Okay. In atmosphere, the proportion of carbon in the form of carbon dioxide is approximately 0.03%. Some types of plants which grow on the ocean floor convert this carbon in marine water into calcium carbonate. Okay, so this picture helps us to understand as to where do you find carbon present. You find carbon present inside the earth crust, you find it on the earth surface, you find it in the atmosphere. Okay, so this way I hope how much amount of carbon dioxide carbon is present in the atmosphere, how much is present in the earth crust, everything is mentioned over here. Okay, so why so many carbon compounds are there in nature? As I told you that everywhere you find carbon present, right? From the earth crust to the earth surface to the atmosphere, living things, okay, the food that you eat, everything has carbon in it. So why is it so? It is because that carbon is chemically very unique and it is the only element which has which is found in abundant, okay, because only carbon atoms have the ability to combine with themselves to form long chains. Okay, so they can combine with themselves in order to form a long chain, and that is the reason they can be found in nature in various places. A long chain means, in turn, provides a convenient backbone of atoms to which other atoms can attach themselves in a variety of ways. So if carbon attaches itself in a long chain, so if there are other elements which want to attach themselves in various ways, they can do so in this long carbon chain. Okay, so this gray color dots that you see are nothing but carbon, and these red colors that you see, those are other atoms that are getting attached to the carbon atoms. Okay, and because of this you have varieties of carbon compounds present in nature. Now, allotropes of carbon. First of all, let us understand what is an allotrope. In nature, pure carbon occurs in two forms: diamond and graphite. Okay, diamond and graphite. You have to remember, allotropes of carbon. In nature, pure carbon occurs only in two forms: diamond and. Now, what is an allotrope? Allotropes are elements which are chemically identical. Means chemically वो दोनों same है, but they differ marked in their present physical appearance. Now, if you see graphite and diamond, ये दोनों बहुत अलग अलग है अपने से दिखाई देने में, but chemically they are identical, not same but identical, but physically they are very different from each other. If you just have a look at graphite, graphite is gray in color, okay, whereas if you see diamond, diamond is very it is crystal like. You can see how bright it shines, right? And if you see graphite, graphite can break easily, whereas diamond doesn't break easily. So diamond and graphite are two allotropes or carbon which differ in their physical properties. ठीक है? Chemically they are alike, but physically the physical properties are different for both of them. The physical properties of diamond and graphite. Let us understand that. First, appearance, let us see, of diamond and then graphite. Diamond is transparent, graphite is black and shiny. The property of hardness, diamond is very hard, whereas graphite is soft, slippery to touch. Thermal conductivity means, does it conduct heat? उसके through heat pass होती है, नहीं होती है? So diamond के through it is very poor, and graphite में moderate amount of heat can be passed. Electrical conductivity, it is very poor in diamond, and electrical conductivity in graphite is very good. Okay, graphite is a good conductor. Density is 3,510, and graphite's density is 2,250. Uses of diamond, jewelry, it is used in making jewelry, for drilling, for cutting diamonds. Okay, next, graphite is used in various dry cells, electric arc, lubricants and pencil lead. We'll be learning about their properties in detail, each of them. Okay, this is just an idea to give you about how exactly diamond and graphites are different from each other. How diamond and graphite are chemically identical. Let us see that also. These results of the experiments answer this question. On heating diamond or graphite in the air, they burn completely to form carbon dioxide. Equal quantities of diamond and graphite when burned produces exactly the same amount of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this experiment proves that diamond and graphite are chemically identical. ठीक है, अगर हम लोग सेम अमाउंट ऑफ ग्राफाइट और सेम अमाउंट ऑफ डायमंड को बर्न करते हैं, ठीक है, you will notice that the same quantity of carbon dioxide gas will be released. And why the physical properties of diamond and graphite are so different? It is because due to the difference in the arrangement of carbon atoms in diamond and graphite. Here you can see in diamond, you can see how the carbon atoms are arranged. Whereas in graphite, you can also see the difference how the carbon atoms are arranged. Because of this arrangement, you can see that both of them form a particular shape and a structure. And that makes them very different physically as compared to the chemical properties. Okay, फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज में ये लोग बहुत डिफरेंट है एक दूसरे से. क्यों डिफरेंट है? बिकॉज जो कार्बन एटम्स है वो बहुत अलग तरीके से अरेंज हुए हैं दोनों में भी. Allotrophic nature of carbon. Allotrophy. Now remember, this word allotroph comes from it has a very simple meaning. Okay, some elements occur in nature in more than one form. Okay, the chemical properties of these different forms are the same, but their physical properties are different. This property of element is called allotrophy. Okay, like carbon, sulfur and phosphorus also exhibit allotrophy. Now we have learned that diamond and graphite are allotroph. Okay, they have the property of allotrophy. Same way you have sulfur also and you have phosphorus also, which have allotrophy and they exhibit allotrophy. Okay. Now we move ahead and let us understand about crystalline forms of carbon. A crystalline form has a regular and definite arrangement of atoms. Okay, now here you can see a diamond. It is a crystalline form of carbon because it has a regular and definite arrangement of atoms. They have high melting points and boiling points. A crystalline form has a definite geometrical shape sharp edges and plain surface. Now if you just imagine a diamond while writing down these properties, you will understand and you will remember also. It is, it has a geometrical, definite geometrical shape. ऐसा नहीं है कि बार बार उसका shape बदलता रहता है. Okay, it has a definite geometrical shape. It has sharp edges, किनारे नुकीले होते हैं, and it has a plain surface. Carbon has three crystalline allotropes: diamond, graphite, and fullerene. Okay, again, let us read. Carbon has three crystalline allotropes: diamond, graphite, and fullerene. We will first understand about diamonds. Diamonds are found in India mainly in Golconda, that is in Karnataka, and Panna, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Diamonds are also found in South Africa, Brazil, Belgium, Russia, and America. Now the structure, if you look at the structure, in diamonds, every carbon atom is bounded to four neighboring atoms by covalent bond. Therefore, diamond has a tetragonal three-dimensional structure which makes it very hard. Now if you look at the arrangement, just look at the arrangement of the carbon atoms here in this picture. Okay, now if you notice, you will find that they are joined with each other. Okay, every carbon atom is bonded to four neighboring atoms by covalent bond. एक एटम को चार एटम्स के साथ में वो बॉन्ड कर रहा है. So that means it is very strong, right? And that is the reason it is giving it a three-dimensional structure, and it forms a tetragonal three-dimensional structure which makes it very hard to break. Let us understand the properties of diamonds. It is brilliant and pure diamond is the hardest natural substance. If it is of a very good quality and pure, okay, if it is pure and of a high grade quality, then it is the hardest natural substance. The density of diamond is 3.5 grams per centimeter cube. The melting point of diamond is 3500 degrees Celsius. You can see, imagine how high the melting point is. When diamond is heated at 800 degrees Celsius in the presence of oxygen, okay, हीट कर रहे हैं और ऑक्सीजन भी सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, ऑक्सीजन में ही वो हीट हो रहा है, then carbon dioxide is given out. In this process, no other byproduct is formed other than carbon dioxide gas. Diamond does not dissolve in any solvent. किसी में ये घुलता नहीं है वो. Acid, bases have no effect on diamond. Diamond is a bad conductor of electricity as it does not have free electrons in them. Now let us see the uses of diamonds. Diamonds, as I told you, they are very hard. और अगर कोई चीज बहुत hard है तो उसे cut नहीं कर सकते आसानी से. But there are specialized machines which make use of diamonds only in order to cut that. Okay, so diamonds are used in glass cutting and rock drilling machines. You can imagine how hard diamonds are. Diamonds are used as an ornament as well. Diamond knives are used in the eye surgery. Diamond dust is used for polishing other diamonds. And diamond is used to make windows, giving protection from radiation in space and in artificial satellites. So when the satellites are launched, and if you have an artificial satellite going up in the space, then the windows that are there in that spacecraft are coated with diamond. Okay, now why is it done so? It is used to make windows, giving protection from radiation in space. Because radiation is very high, हमारे earth पे you have ozone layer which doesn't allow the direct radiations to enter and harm us. But when you go in space and when the machineries are in space, they will get affected because of the radiations coming from the space or the sun. And that is the reason the windows are painted with diamond dust. Next, here in this pictures, it is very clearly shown in an eye surgery. You can see that diamond knives are used for drilling and for cutting purpose. Also, diamonds are used for making ornaments. हम लोग jewelry जो पहनते हैं उसमें भी diamonds का इस्तेमाल होता है, and those are made up of diamonds itself.
If you liked our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share, and this session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.